5 weirdest things about Chris Wittyngham. Is that what the list is?
Well, I decided to make it the top 5 revelations that we learned about Witty over the last 2 years. He will be missed. Like you said, Dan, we often bickered on air because he could be very disagreeable and contrarian at times. And as a grumpy person, I tended to argue back with him constantly.
OLI? Do we have OLI?
We have one OLI.
Because
Nice.
he gave us so many weirdnesses. And one of the things I truly loved about Witty, I do past tense there because I no longer love him.
Yes, that's right.
But he is alive,
Loved.
right?
One of the things I loved about
$50
Witty
fine.
is his great comfort in, yes, that's weird about me. You think it's weird, and I don't care that you think it's weird.
Exactly.
OLI.
He wore 2 watches.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
could
he
never
did.
get over that one.
Yeah, at the
That's
end.
only an OLI because he revealed it to us 2 weeks ago. Apple sent him a watch when they hired him.
The watch.
And he decided to wear that on one wrist and his wrist watch on the other wrist.
He says he's going to do it going forward, period, that he likes it as a stylistic choice.
Of course he does.
Number
Weirdo.
5. Double bubble fucks him up.
That's right. He ate his gum.
He would swallow
He
his
would
gum every
swallow
time.
his
Oh, that
gum.
didn't even make the list. I forgot about that one.
Well, that's why it fucks him up.
Well,
Wait a second. He would swallow
Every
his
piece
gum?
of gum he's ever had, he swallowed.
He eats all his gum.
That can't be healthy.
But that's not
Well,
even
that's why he says it fucks him up.
But that's
no,
not
that's not
what
why.
Jessica's saying.
That's not why. The double bubble has so much sugar that it fucks him up. And it gives him a headache, and he can't eat double bubble. He revealed that on Mystery Crate last year during our candy draft.
Maybe if he didn't eat it, to Mike's point.
It's why it fucks him up.
I think they're separate revelations, though. I screwed up. That should have been number 5. That he swallows all his gum.
Oh,
That is a ton of sugar, though, is it not? Double bubble is a specific burst of fireworks of sugar.
It's awesome.
More than most gum.
I'm about to throw up.
What is the best gum?
None of them. They're all terrible.
What?
I hate
What do you mean by
gum.
that?
Bazooka.
I hate
No.
gum.
Bazooka is my
Bubblicious.
favorite gum.
No,
Oh.
Bubblicious. Bubblicious. Or what's the one with the juice in the inside? When you take a bite, it like
The fruit.
Gushers.
the fruit
gushers.
ones?
There you
That's
go.
not
that's
a
not
gum.
gum.
That's
No,
not
Yeah,
gum.
I
that's
think
a
that's
candy.
I
That's
think that is Bubblicious. Is
There's
it,
one
is
that's
it
a
not?
gum that
There is
has-
something that has like a jelly in it. Yes,
Yeah.
it's just a burst of extra syrupy sugar.
Yeah.
How about Big League Chew?
Big
I
League
love
Chew's
that.
good.
Nasty.
But for
Little
30
bag of
seconds.
Big League
After
Chew.
30 seconds.
Everyone's
Yeah,
grandma
30
likes
seconds.
Big Red, right?
Yeah.
Big
My grandma used
Big
to eat
Red's good.
cinnamon gum, and it would
Yeah.
burn the shit out of my
So,
tongue,
when
and I
we
would still eat it.
When we traded for Shaq, the first game, he beckons me over. Shaq has this weird thing where he doesn't want to talk sometimes.
Big Aristotle.
So he just literally beckons me over with one finger. And I say, yeah, big fella, what do you need? And he goes, he points to his mouth and he goes, and I'm like, you want gum? I'm like, and he nods. I'm like, okay, so I go get the gum basket or whatever. He looks at it, he's like, what is this bullshit? I said, what? I need Big Red. I'm like, well, I didn't know. I've got this Orbit cinnamon one. So he's like, no, I need Big Red. So I had to leave. We had a game. I left. I went to a gas station to go buy some Big Red, right? I come back. You know, he's already played games over. So the next game, I bring him the Big Red. He's like, no. Bring me the Orbit. Because he had a good game when he had the Orbit. Big Red, piece of shit gum.
Wow.
Hubba Bubba Max is the one with the
Wow.
the juicy
There you go.
explosion.
No, Big Red is terrible, and I think my grandma only eats it because she like has old taste buds and needs to feel something.
She's like a coal miner, right? And like that's the only way she could taste is if it's burning.
She's not a coal miner. But
Okay. Well, I mean, I just figured.
The only 3 seconds that fruit stripe gum
It's a
lasts
good guess.
is a good 3 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put
Fair.
it
My
on the
grandfather was a
poll,
coal miner.
please, at LeBatard Show. Is Orbits the shittiest of the gum?
No.
How do you feel? Or is Orbits
Now
a
you've gone
shitty
too
gum?
far.
What did you say? You said
I didn't say it was. That's what Shaq said. What is this bullshit?
it's put on the poll as well at LeBatard Show. Big Red, do you like it or do you not like it? And I still don't think we have a classification, a definitive consensus on what is the best gum.
Oh, we found one right here workshopping it. 5 gum.
What?
5 gum
Yeah.
does the job.
Oh,
and it
no.
lasts
Forever.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It's
No.
that's so
Shipping
bland.
container aligned.
Yep.
It's like 5 gum is good because like I'm just trying to keep my breath fresh. It's not because it's
This
got a
is the
bunch of
purpose of gum.
no,
It's the point.
no.
It's a sole purpose
I
of
chewed
gum.
it for a week once.
What do you mean? No, it's not
No,
the purpose of gum. And what do you mean you chewed it for a week?
The
once?
flavor was so good, I chewed it for a week.
There's no way.
And the flavor was still there.
Not the
Monday to Friday.
same
It's the
piece of
longest
gum.
you
No,
slept
that's-
with
you-
it,
no,
I
you
mean.
kept changing gums.
Found our new
That's
Whittingham.
not true. You didn't sleep. You just kept the
A
gum in your
week.
mouth. You brush your teeth.
I
you
put it to
take
the side. Put it to the side. Come back.
Right.
Keep
Well,
getting
it's
The
called
taste is
five.
the same.
That's how long.
5 days a week, Dano.
It's the deadpan serious look on his face when he's
Yes. Well, Whittingham has left the lane open for weirdness, and now Tony is here
That's not
to
that
fill it.
weird. That's not that weird.
how's the rest of that list going, by the way?
We'll get to number 4 in a second. I just do want to stop on Stugotz.
A week.
I want to stop on Stugotz. Much like Cuba's stuck in the 1950s
We're stuck on number 5.
with Russian lattes, Stugotz is stuck in the 80s with Big League Chew and Bazooka gum.
So
He's
good.
just
Oh, Bazooka sucks.
Bazooka's terrible.
Yeah.
I
Stugotz.
love Bazooka. I'm sorry. You
Did you
bring
read
me
the
back to a
little
better
comics?
time.
But
You read
yeah,
the little
it sucked.
comics, Bazooka Joe, right?
No, I didn't read anything, but I just like the gum.
It was.
I mean,
Wasn't the gum wrapped in a
Yes.
comic?
yeah, but I don't read.
He's-
I
he's-
mean,
he's allergic.
I know it's short, but you know.
allergic to reading.
Just get to the gum.
It's short in cartoons, and he can't even be bothered with that. Number 4, Jessica.
He's never eaten a Snickers. He ate his first Snickers last fall because we made him eat one after Mystery Crate.
Tell me he did it with a knife and fork.
No George Costanza.
Number 3.
He tucked a napkin into his bow tie. Number 3, he has a playlist in his car that is supposed to be agreeable for a large swath of people that he plays when someone new is in his car so that he doesn't offend them with any sort of specific music type.
It's called the Mutually Agreeable Playlist.
He's prepared for everything.
It's like Chat GPT.
He's like a little like corporation in a person's body.
I'm starting to miss him.
I know.
Number 2.
He gels his hair before bed.
There's some. Hold on. I gotta step in here. You cannot gel your hair before bed every single day and that be healthy for you. There's something in that gel that's not good for you, and you especially can't do it at night.
Not
What's
good for
his-
the pillowcase.
Yeah, what's his pillows look like?
Mike, you were not here yesterday, but Jeff Passan called out you as an authority on being able to tell whether people dye their hair or not. Like,
Yeah. And
he
he
was
was one that I
aggressive.
got famously wrong. The only time I've ever been wrong on this.
Was Passon? You thought Passon dyed his hair?
Yeah.
Why? Just
because it's
No.
jet black all the
No.
time.
Jet
Yeah.
black,
And
dude.
it doesn't
He's a
seem to
young guy.
age.
black.
Passon's
He's
young.
early 40s, but it's jet black. There's no gray.
There's nothing on the sideburns either.
I don't have any gray hair
You have some in
in
your
my
beard.
beard. Yeah, but if I shaved it, you would know. Like my
That's
hair.
true, and you're old as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know. Is that a gray?
Number 1.
Oh my God.
This one is obvious. We all know what number 1 is. He uses his stove as his alarm
Yeah.
clock.
Mm-hmm.
That is weird, man. That is a weird man.
I wonder what he does on the road now before games. You think he gets a hotel room with a kitchenette so
He's
he can
gotta
set
get-
the
He
stove?
has to, yes.
It's in his contract. He has to stay at a residence inn.
I'll miss him.
I
I miss him. He's gone already.
Are you of the belief that the stove industry is still making a lot of stoves that have clocks on them that would also double as alarms?
Remember when that whole like gas stove controversy was happening a few months ago? I bet Witty was just like, I don't care if it's gas or electric as long as it's got an alarm clock on it. That's all I care
It's
about.
not even an alarm clock. It's literally the timer,
Yeah,
right?
he's
So hold on.
right.
He was
Exactly.
set like a
Yes.
9-hour
This-
timer.
This
Yes.
weirdo sets the timer.
That's right. That's exactly.
After he put gel in his hair.